Hello there guys, and welcome to this video of Let's Get Into This with the Social Streamers, where we are going to be taking historical and fictional circumstances and talking about what we would do in those situations. So today we're going to be talking about a show we've all been watching called The 100. This series is set after a nuclear apocalypse has wiped out almost all life on Earth, and the remains of humanity now live in a massive single space station called the Ark. After about 100 years, the Ark's life support systems have found to be failing. They're running out of food, they're running out of oxygen, so they decide to send 100 young adult prisoners to test whether the Earth is livable again. But communications are lost and we have to fend for ourselves. So guys, we just landed. What are you going to do?
What's your plan, mate?
Okay, Tom's instantly going to scout. Tom's scouting for potential mates. I know that from now. That's what Tom's doing.
Of course he is. But
why are you saying that?
He's looking around.
Why am I scouting for potential mates, Laith?
I'm just saying, Tom. There's only 100 people there. Hang on, is it all like are us three included in this 100 thing?
Yeah, we're included.
So I can see both of you. I can see both of you.
You can see both of us.
Would we be friends or?
No, I'd have to kill both of you. I'd have to kill because you know too much about me.
You'd have to kill us.
If I wanted to be the charismatic leader and control everything, you guys would undermine that.
You're not gonna.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You want to be the leader of this.
No, because I'm a benevolent dictator, and I don't trust. I know my own thinking, right, and I know my own morals. However, I don't know about someone else's. So
how would you go about becoming this benevolent dictator? What's your battle plan?
So hang on, we've all committed some sort of crime, right?
We've all landed.
Yeah, we have. We're all.
So are we being tracked then anyway?
Yeah, we're being tracked from the mothership.
Right. And is there any way, can we like remove these trackers at all?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, well then I'd encourage everyone to remove their because if you want to seize power, you've got to create like an enemy. So I'd make the mothership an enemy, right? Because of the fact that they put us here. I'd use that and get everyone to start removing stuff. In the show with the 100, they kind of do this. It's a good move. Also, I'd try and get food first. Any kind of food whatsoever. And just feed people around me. Because once people make the link, right? Sure. What's up?
I think you find a big group of guys, you know, for like kind of alpha males of the group, and you be the leader of them, Laith.
How are you going to go about that?
Don't get the trust of people.
No, because if you control the food,
people are going to help you survive.
If you control the resources, people are going to flock to you. Because if they think that you can get more food, then they're gonna come and let you get more food.
So how are you going to control the resources? Just by as Tom says, by being in the alpha male group.
Essentially, yeah, but the difference is you also want the people on your side. I don't want to control through fear, if possible.
Because if I get, for instance, oh how cute.
No. through necessity. So if I bring like a bunch of berries or something, I can then use that as like
bringing berries. Exactly. Please like follow me. I'm a benevolent dictator. Be my friend. Here are my berries.
No, because I could say then I can get more of this.
Now you are my minions.
And then I dish it out to certain people because they're the ones that get food. Then if we go out hunting, I get meat. I can pay people via meat and only give it to people that have been loyal. Right? That's the thing.
Well, first of all, what would you do with competition? Surely if someone who sees you is like, no, I want to be the leader.
Well, I would try and me personally, I'd try and encourage them.
I've decided that I'm doing my own little thing, and I want to be leader as well. And I've got my own little group.
Same.
And I've also, you know, secured the thing of resources, and I'm dishing out food to loyal people to me, and we've got our own little cliques. What do you do with me? If you want, do you let the group divide, or do you?
Oh, I try and keep the group together.
You try and keep the group together. I'm being very divisive, Laith.
Oh, you're being very divisive.
That kid Laith is a bad influence on you guys.
Okay, right. Right. This is why I'd have to kill you.
You're gonna kill me.
You know too much.
Does that not ruin your credibility?
No, because I'd frame you.
You're ruling out of fear, Laith.
Yeah, you're ruling out of fear.
If I had to rule out of fear, I would. If it was you, actually, my friend Will, had like decided to turn against me, then we got issues, buddy.
You're gonna kill me.
But
you're actually gonna murder me.
I mean, look, I'm not saying it's a distant possibility. It is somewhat of a possibility.
Look, guys, I'm curious. Why do you guys want to be leaders so bad? Like, you've got a lot of pressure on you.
I don't care about pressure. The reason I want to be a leader, Tom, is because I know myself better than I know other people. I trust myself more than I trust them. Therefore, me being in control is better than someone else exerting control over me. Yeah, is right, Tom. Is right.
But I would be leader against.
So you don't.
I
you
would
you
be the leader.
you would
I'll
be
tell
the
you
leader.
how I'd go about it. You gotta find people. You know, the people who are the most charismatic.
Yeah, but what if they don't want to follow you because they are the most charismatic?
What happens if
But
they're
they are-
stronger and more charismatic than you? And
What if it's the guy?
So you find out what the type of person
what type
they are.
of what type
I mean,
of
Tom,
person
you've
do you
just
think
landed.
becomes leader in this kind of society?
Someone the most dominant person,
Hey,
the person who, because I think about it, there's no rules. Like, you can do what you want, you can kill someone if you want, and no one's going to do anything about it.
Well,
So
they
the
would
person who's got
because the
most-
people would rise up against you if they viewed you as a big enough threat. That's the issue. That's why the whole benevolence thing.
Wow.
Yeah, they would, Tom. Because in a situation where there's 100 people against, let's say you got the 10 top guys, there's still 90 other people. That's too significant. If you had like 40 like big guys,
You'd be quiet about it if someone's chatting.
well, yeah,
behind
obviously
your
you'd be
back,
quiet
you
about it,
kill
but it's
them.
difficult. That's a bit callous, Tom. Even like I said, I'd frame frame them and stuff. But even coming from you, Tom, I'm surprised. I'm surprised we're like-minded on this. I'd have thought you'd gone the other way.
Well,
Also, Tom, you say you want like a clique of like the strongest and the smartest and things like that. What if they decide they don't want you as leader? What are you going to do?
if they don't want me as
Yeah.
leader, I would just have to convince them.
I mean, like that's the point.
Tom
Tom.
will use his excellent negotiating ability.
Diplomacy.
I mean, come on.
Like, if you've seen me at EU4, you see how I can.
Oh,
He just clicks a button and improve relations, and he thinks that
Yeah.
works in
He
real
thinks
life.
that's what-
Exactly.
he's just gonna poke someone. He's gonna poke someone pretending to improve relations. That's it.
I tell you what. Like, everyone loves someone who, like, you would probably have to put a facade on. What if they don't want me to be a leader? Well, you're gonna have to change yourself.
Well, okay,
You
right,
have to
Tom. Let me
some
put
sort of
this to you.
facade
Let's
on.
say it's you and me, right? We're on the thing. Obviously, we're all together in this.
Okay.
I put together a group of like bad guys, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I beat up some people, right, and exert physical dominance, shall we say? And then we come after you. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to roll over because you have got no choice.
I can get my group.
What group do you have?
Okay, my,
Yeah, but I've got a group.
I get my
I've got a
own
group of people who are like the bad dudes because you said you wanted them as
Are you
intelligence.
saying if I have no one?
If you have, like, I'm just saying in general, you're gonna have to. Sure, try and form your own group, but I'm just saying that a method of physical intimidation is going to be a lot more effective than convincing someone,
In fact,
especially if
I've got a scenario for you two.
Alright.
So it's from the show, but if let's say a crime had been committed and you saw it was like a 10-year-old girl, but everyone is like blaming the crime on your rival, the opposition, and they're blaming him because he's like brutal and ruthless, and you know he's a despot basically, and they're blaming him, and they're gonna kill him or chuck him in prison. I don't know. Do you step in and say, actually no, it was this little girl, or do you just let it happen?
Right, who do you want to go first?
You go first.
All right, sure. Here's what I'd do. I would. I'd let him lynch him. He's dead. And then I come forward with the fact that this little girl had done it, right? Because justice needs to be done.
So
She's straight up killed someone.
manipulative.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Will. They will
You
then no longer.
You let a guy die.
Oh no,
for
he's my rival. He's my rival. He's dead.
yeah, he's your
he's-
rival, but
yeah,
he's
he's
done
dead.
nothing.
Well, no,
people
he's
gonna
pretty,
know that you
no,
knew
no,
all
no,
along.
because I'll come across and say I found this. I didn't know in time. I couldn't get to you guys. You wouldn't listen, and then they will in future not want to partake in lynch justice, right? In mob justice, they will then naturally look to me because I am the lawgiver in that scenario. They'll think Laith's done it before. People work like this. They'll see that I've brought someone to justice before against the will of the mob. And they'll think, okay, let's get Laith to sort out this issue. So if they've got an issue between two people, they'll go, let's get the guy who went against the mob in the name of justice and do it that way. Therefore, they'll see me as a propagator of justice. When in reality, I've not only done justice because this girl's murdered someone, or in the show she murdered someone, or committed a crime or whatever, but also I've got rid of my main rival. And overall, everyone's going to look at me better than if I just stepped in. Because if I just stepped in, then the guy's still at large, and everyone's not going to look at me as the lawgiver. Whereas if they feel bad because they've killed someone who's innocent, they'll look to me to make their laws for them.
Imagining this goes horribly wrong and they found out that you've basically lied. What do you do then?
well, that's it's a bit of a gamble. I don't think I don't see how they would find out.
They find out that someone saw you and they know that you had prior knowledge that the girl had done it and you did nothing.
I did. Well, I'll claim that I had to stay out the way of the mob because it was lynch justice and that kind of thing. And if all else fails,
you get framed for trying to frame a 10-year-old girl who hadn't actually done it. She has done it.
Oh,
but,
right.
But
Okay, right. So
you've got people now saying that Laith kid, he's bloody lynching 10-year-old girls. Like, how can this guy be our leader?
Well, if it's all three of us, then I'll get you guys to swear that
we
you've seen it
hanged
as
the
well.
bad guy there. He's dead. He did it.
I would get
without
you guys.
a doubt.
I would
Laith
get you
has
guys.
lynched this
If
poor
it's all three of us,
10-year-old girl.
if it's all three of us, I'd get you guys to swear with me that you'd seen this happen as well.
Okay.
Right? I mean, that seems pretty obvious. Or I find evidence, or I find a bloody knife on her, or anything like that. I mean, it's not going to be that hard to put a bloody knife in a 10-year-old girl's hand. Let's be honest there. That's not going to be that difficult.
I think it might be quite difficult to frame a 10-year-old girl because it's
I don't
such an
think so.
unlikely person to have done something like that.
Yeah, but if you find a bloody knife in her tent, again, this mob isn't exactly...
And she goes, I've been framed. Someone
No one's going to believe that.
I'm
if anyone
sorry,
claims,
if a
even in the
10-year-old
modern
girl,
day-
I'd be like, you'd always think, like, has this 10-year-old girl really done that? Is a
No,
10-year-old
but in
girl
the modern day, if someone says I'm framed, everyone automatically goes,
No, she's more eloquent than me, but that's basically what she's saying.
she's more. The 10-year-old girl is more eloquent than you.
Oh, basically, yeah. That's
She's a
just the way
10-year-old
life
girl,
is.
dude. No, I would. She says I've been framed. People still gonna. I mean, firstly, she has done it in this case. But if she claims to have been framed and there's evidence against her, and her only thing is her word,
you have openly said that she's done it, and the mob disagrees with you and says, "No, she hasn't done it. You're just trying to kill this girl."
Evidence. I'd have to fake some evidence.
No
I'd have to
evidence.
go that kind of thing.
Or there's evidence,
okay,
and they're
then
like,
firstly-
they don't care. They're like,
Okay,
Laith,
well,
don't be
if they
such
don't
a
care,
prick.
then I haven't. So you're just saying I failed in my plan.
Yeah.
I've given you a plan. You just said the plan has failed.
Yeah, what would you do if your plan failed?
I mean,
if
at that
your
point,
plan
my plan's
succeeded,
failed.
it's great.
If my plan succeeded, yeah, but I mean, you're just saying if my plan failed, my plan failed. The outcome is that. Well, they're not going to lynch me. I mean, I've just accused someone. They're not going to kill me for accusing someone. And if they did, well, then what I would do is I'd go Rambo and I'd head off into the thing alone and pick them off one by one until they're all dead.
Nice. Wow.
If they've tried to kill me, if they've tried to lynch me for accusing someone,
just
in this
genocide,
case, no,
basically.
in this case, in this, well done. In this case, I have found the suspect. I've brought the suspect to justice, and everyone thought, let's kill that guy for accusing someone else. Well, then that's death to them.
Well, I've got a different story I would use, a different
Right.
tactic, Laith. Much better than yours, I think. It's quite controversial, but I think it would work. Right, so you know the girl's done it, and you know your rival is powerful. That's why it's your rival. You both want the leadership.
Well, it's not necessarily a rival. I don't think.
instead
I think he's just
Instead
a
of letting
nasty
the
guy.
rival,
You might not want the power in this case. It's just I think the situation, and correct me if I'm wrong, Will, is that this guy is just a bit ruthless, has a bit of a gang.
He's basically you.
Will, but less successful because the mob is lynching him. So,
All right.
here's what I do. I know he's done it. I go to the nasty guy. I tell him, you back me, and I'll get your name cleared.
yeah, but
With my
no
gang.
one's Will.
He then follows me, and he's like, okay.
Yeah, but they
free
think
me, and I'll
that
follow
he's
you.
killed a 10-year-old girl, or like they think that he's killed someone. So his backing isn't going to really help you, is it? In terms of the eyes of the people, you've just now got
Morally,
the
Laith,
backing of
do
the
you
thug.
care that that this guy's dying?
It depends
for a
what. Look,
crime
if this
he's
guy's
committed,
look,
and
if this
that
guy's
you let that happen, do you care?
if this guy is a bit like if he's just like a bit of a dick, then I mean I would stop it. I'd stop it from taking place. But because this guy's ruthless and is like I assume. To tell me if I'm wrong. If he's ruthless and has a record, like a reputation of he's the kind of guy who'd kill someone, I'm not gonna feel too bad if if he's done these kinds of things before.
Do you draw a line
he hasn't-
though?
I think Laith, you're just wrong, mate. You need to look at it. He hasn't done anything. So you know what? You use him. He's in a bit of a sticky situation, and you get him out of it.
He's not gonna be loyal to you. That's not his character type. He's going to respect strength.
He might
No,
be
no, he's
lying
not.
to
His character type is that he's going to
You
respect
might
strength.
respect your strength of going up to him and saying, "Look."
Yeah, he's going to respect your
you
strength
know,
of character. Yeah, that's going to happen, isn't it? Oh, I think you're a great guy. I'll follow you now, despite the fact that I've got a reputation for extorting people and stabbing people in the back. Don't think that's going to happen.
Well, you never know, Laith. People
Oh
change.
my god,
People
you're
do change.
hinging this scenario on people change. That's your go-to.
Anyway, so if
I mean,
if there were some natives, let's say, now on Earth
huh?
that were like cannibalistic and tribal, and were going to attack the group.
Okay, fine. You could just say Arabs. Okay, like it's...
Oh, jeez.
I'm
mean,
half Arab. It's fine.
all right.
If I'm half Arab, fine.
What's your plan?
He
If
wasn't
basically
saying
you're at
that,
war
though.
with another tribe.
Right, Tom, I went first last time and I got the majority of the speaking time, so it's up to you now.
Well, here's what I do. So there's like what 1,000 of these natives.
Sure.
I thought you was gonna say the. I thought you were gonna say the N word, dude. I 100% like. I don't know. I think there's 1,000. I thought you were just gonna say it. I thought you were just gonna say the
Moving
N-word.
swiftly on, there are 1,000 of these
Wait, did you think that will?
So there are 1,000 of these natives. And there are 100 of you, okay, and they're coming after you, right?
Yeah, they are.
So here's what you do, okay? You know that they know where you
You're gonna
are.
try and negotiate?
So you got to move.
You're gonna move the entire
why
like spaceship.
negotiate? Why negotiate? Look, they want to kill you. There's no benefit for them keeping you around. But obviously they're going to lose life going after you. But they've lived on this earth, on the earth for so long that they're going to be used to the terrain.
So surely they
and
can
they're
outrun
gonna
you.
absolutely
But
wipe
they
you
can just
out
outrun you.
because they know the
Yeah,
terrain.
so if they know the terrain, they can outrun you.
They know how to fight.
Yeah,
you.
but then they can outrun you. If you try and leave, I think that's wrong.
I'm sorry,
I think that
Tom.
if you
We've
leave-
decided there are 1,000 natives. There are 100 of us.
If you try,
I say we train. We
train Tom. They come in like three. How many?
Get the music. Pump some iron.
Alright,
punch
what
some
do we
bags.
have here?
should.
What do we have here? Like what kind of weapons? Do we have?
Use some like Alexander.
We
the
have
Great
no
tactics,
we have
that's
no
what I'm
weapons.
saying.
We've come down. In
We
the
have
ship, right?
no weapons.
We might
Okay,
have
what-
some. We might
what's on
have
the
some
ship?
metal from the ship. The rest we've got to make
Right,
ourselves.
metal. Okay. Metal
Do
from
we
the
have
ship.
some sort of? So we've got no guns.
guns.
and
Okay.
no-
What about the ship's engines?
wooden
What about the
knives.
ship's engines? Like what's up with them? Can we like ignite them?
I mean, if you know how. Do you know how to ignite engines, Laith?
Well, someone's might. I'm just saying
Okay.
that's an option. I personally don't know too much about it. I'm thinking like how could we rig up explosives here?
The thing is, what if you negotiate and they kill you? They're most likely going to kill you because you killed them.
Yeah,
Like, you've
actually,
got no
why
hope.
are they after us?
Why are they after us?
Yeah.
I think maybe we killed one of them or something. By
I mean,
accident.
you're the one dictating the scenario here, so like, when you say, I think. Like, just give us a solid answer here, dude.
They've been on Earth for a while.
Mhm.
It's been pretty brutal. There's radiation everywhere. They've got a bit mad.
They just want to kill us.
They want to
So
kill us.
there's no negotiating here. Okay. But Tom, I think if you try and outrun them,
I'll tell
Tom,
you what,
if you try and outrun them, they're just like because they've been here longer, they're going to outrun us. They will take us out. What do they have?
But they may leave you
Well,
alone.
they wouldn't.
You never know.
You just said they're
They-
savage. They just want to kill us. So what are they rocking with?
What are they rocking?
Yeah, what do they have?
A few
Rocks.
spears, I guess.
Such a bad joke.
They
So
they
have bows
they
and
have
arrows?
they have bows and arrows and spears and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Do they
Primitive
have like
technology.
Horses?
Let's
They
say
have
no.
cavalry.
Let's say no.
No,
They
no
don't have
cavalry,
cavalry.
okay. Right. And we have how long to prepare?
Rules on a horse right
I am.
now, isn't he?
Oh my god. I mean, we've got guns, Tom. So.
Oh, I've got prepared
Anyway.
stuff.
Okay, look, let's not talk about our avatars. Anyway. What's the camp looking like, Bill?
It's pretty rubbish.
So it's just open. Okay.
It's
And how
open.
long do we have?
We've got to
there
ambush
hasn't
them.
been much
That's-
time.
That's
Though.
the only way you can win.
There's not been
How
much
long?
time.
Yeah, but how long do we have until they come?
3 days, let's say.
No, and are we assuming that we have control of people? They would listen to us if we.
We're far enough in the process that you've pulled off all your plans and they've gone
right. So if
marvelously well.
as they would do.
I actually, I have a fantastic
Okay,
idea now.
let's hear it.
This is what you
Right.
do. You find out who their king is. You've got 3 days to find out who their king and their family is. You then kidnap their family.
How are you gonna do that, Tom? They're gonna hear you coming from a Tom, do you know how to walk in a forest without making a sound? I like one of my parents.
That's the only way
you'd get spotted.
Get them to...
I was taught by one of my parents to do that, and I still can't. Okay, that's impossible for me. It's like and these guys will be able to do that because they've been hunting, right? That's how they learn. So they'll be able to not make a sound. They'll hear you coming from a mile off. You want to break into their camp, which we don't know where it is, and steal their king. Also, what if they think, okay, the chief was weak for being captured, and they keep on coming anyway?
You don't think they must have some sort of hierarchy?
Yeah, but it might be like strength-based hierarchy of like only the if we've gone like he said it was like tribal, like savage tribal thing. So it would make sense that only the strongest would be in charge. So if you kill the leader, just
I say you take your bets, and that's the only way you can really win this. Perhaps another great idea. You send lots of people over to them with their hands up and surrender.
Yeah, that's gonna work. Right, I think it's time for me to whip out my strategy here. So we've had a few days. I'm assuming we've got basic stone tools at this point. Basic stone tools, and we've got 3 days. So a little bit away from the camp, we can get some wood and things like that, sharpen sticks, everything. Start to build a kind of a barricade wall thing around the ship itself, and we send a group of people to gather supplies because it's not in our interest to engage them in a field. So what we'll do is we'll let them siege us out, right? That's better. They're gonna have bows and arrows. I can make a weak bow, an arrow. Me personally. There's someone might be able to. I kind of can. So I could probably make some really rudimentary, not very effective bows, but it's better than nothing. Spears are a given, sharpen sticks and stuff. What we could also do, guys, if it's us 3, we could organise this plan of defence and then leg it. And then whilst they're dealing with the major guys, we're free. So that's an option.
But then we would die.
No, not necessarily.
I would die after.
Why would we die? They think, yeah, but...
Because we wouldn't know where to
go.
go.
What do you mean know where to go? We leave, we survive.
Imagine they succeed, though. And we're like, ooh, dear.
Then we say our plan worked and we were attacking them from behind. Come on, man. Keep up. Look, they call me Goebbels because I'm a master of propaganda. Okay. So, don't... Let's cut that one! No, don't. So honestly, I would have like a barricade. I have like a little barricade, and then you want to make it so that our numbers are null and void. So if we can hide in the ship, and they have to come through a doorway, something that we can booby trap with like wires and stuff like that. No, I'm not talking anything major like explosives or anything like that because we don't know how. I have a very, very working on I couldn't do it. I don't think.
Actually, I've got an idea as well. Another.
Sure,
idea,
I didn't need to finish mine.
As you guys know.
That was sarcastic, Tom. Let me finish mine. Thank you very much. I calmly listened to your idea of sending our guys towards the enemy with their hands up. I mean, come on. But let them.
That's not a bad idea.
But we're gonna have the advantage of like spears when they're coming in, right? I'm assuming if it's primitive, they don't have much in the way of tactics. So going along Tom's lines of like Alexander the Great tactics, phalanx. Stick steers out, they come in, we just jab them a bunch, and it kind of nullifies the numbers advantage, and we just cycle our people, so not everyone's on the front line. Send them back bit by bit. If you get tired, you rotate, someone gets in. Hopefully it'll deter them because they lose too many people. Obviously we'd have to have like essentially scout kind of things. We're gonna have to sacrifice, I'd say, 5 people. Put them out in a perimeter with a string or like a vine or something that they can pull, which will knock over cans so you know where they're coming from. But that scout's gonna die because there's no way he's outrunning. My voice. There's no way he's outrunning a native, so he can just yank the vine, and then the cans will topple, and then you know where they're coming from. Yeah.
All right. So we've learnt a lot today. Laith's a psychopathic megalomaniac.
Tom, you say we learned this. We already knew this.
Tom would send people to the natives.
Good job, Tom. Great job.
And I think we're all better people now than we were at the beginning of this video.
Are we? Are we?
So
I think we're worse.
Thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.